Meatballs, it's one of my favorites. It's a classic comfort food. Not exactly low-cal, though.
But there's ways to create those rich flavors and cut out the fat at the same time.
That's right. Let's head into Kat's kitchen for the recipe.
That's right, guys. Today we're making meatless meatballs. We're making it with eggplant and mushrooms instead. So where we're going to get started is sauteing our eggplant, a medium-sized eggplant, peeled, chopped, in 3 tablespoons of butter. We're going to also add our 2 cups of mushrooms. I'm using cremini mushrooms, but you can also use a baby bella mushroom or baby portobello mushroom. They just have a little bit more flavor than your white button mushrooms. Get that all in our pan, and we're going to hit that with a little bit of salt and pepper and saute it for about 5 minutes. Now that our vegetables have sauteed, we're going to puree them up with a couple of other little ingredients, normal ingredients for meatballs, when you would of course be using meat. Just going to put these in our food processor. You're going to want to pulse this a few times before we put in our other ingredients. So now we're going to add 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. It's going to help thicken our vegetables up. 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. 2 cloves of garlic. Food processor is going to chop all this up for us too. 1 teaspoon of oregano and 1 tablespoon of basil. I'm going to mix all that up before we put our egg in. You want to be sure to scoop the sides down once you're done pureeing it. Make sure you get everything really pulverized in there. Now you're going to add your egg. And we're going to run this until it's pretty consistently and evenly chopped up. So we have all this chopped up, and look at it. It kind of looks like meat, doesn't it? So all you need to do is take a spoonful and just plop it on. Kind of stands up pretty well. It's not going to be a perfectly shaped meatball. I'm sure you could form it with your hands if you'd like, but it's pretty wet mixture. Now I'm going to put these in a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes until they're nice and brown, and we are going to flip them halfway through. And when we come back, I'm going to finish up my sauce for our spaghetti and meatballs, and I'm going to taste. You can find this recipe and more at myfoxlubbock.com under the Good Day Lubbock tab. Back to you guys.
It really does look like meatballs at first, but then when she showed the end product there, and we'll get to see that later how it's made, it does really look like meatballs.
You should just call that recipe spaghetti and not meatballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that works.
Not so meaty meatballs.
There you go.